Hey everyone, what's
My
going on? We're
remote's
just
approved,
waiting
so
for we're just waiting for jkoper and JSR, 2Gamers1Nerd, to set up here, get settled in IRC, get their consoles ready, warmed up, put on their favorite gear, their lucky hats, rally caps, and all that, and we'll get started. I'm joined with my man, my 100% all keys man, V Resner. What's going on, Resner?
not much, man. Just relaxing, ready to see us race.
Yeah, it should be a good one. I think both of them are kind of equally matched.
Yeah, this should be a pretty good race. JSR has been running all keys for a bit longer. Jay Coper's newer, but he's getting pretty good fast. I saw him already get sub 90, and he's working his way up there.
Yeah, he's a workhorse. He's a video gamer. Whoops, I did that wrong.
Oh yeah,
We'll do that.
yeah. I saw him. I saw him like last week do a freaking 16-hour Zelda 2 stream. It was insane. I fell asleep to him and woke up to him. I was like, dude, is he really still playing all keys? But I respect the grind. I mean, I've done like 9 hour grinds too, but 16 hours is quite something. I'll give.
He did that last night as well.
Oh yeah, he did have a really long stream. I was like
Yeah.
over 9 or something. Yeah, I respect the grind. Jay Coper's going live. It's
jkoper is going
okay,
live,
on.
so I can then go
Yeah, it's
ahead
on
and
for
set
me.
him up here. Trim all his stuff. While we do that, hey, why don't you give us I'm not a particular runner of this category. I tried, I failed. Failed, failed. It was too soon to do it for the tournament. But what are some keys here to winning and gaining the edge over another racer? Where do you save the most time? Where can you get not really lucky, but really get a decisive edge and stuff like that?
Hmm. That's kind of hard to say, but I feel like a lot of places where you'll get lucky is definitely encounters, because encounters control. I'm sure these runners both know the encounter manipulations, but as we all know, random walks and flying
Shit.
fairies are trolls and screw up any encounter manipulation. But besides that, combat techniques and whatever, knowing little tricks and whatnot, you know, letting go, a big thing, letting go of input on certain enemies, that's very important. Some players don't realize that, and that can really screw you in from the diras.
Yeah, I see a lot of
And just knowing strats for each room, just
yeah,
doing runs, I guess.
I see a
It's
lot of time being
experience, but
saved on the walk from to and from Palace 2 and to and from Maze
uh-huh.
Island, stuff like that.
Yep, those walks are horse manure.
Just telling both of them I am ready whenever they are.
Oh, I gotta start watching on Twitch. Multi-Twitch.
Yeah,
Crap.
multi-twitch is probably the best. I gotta get this out of that window, pull up
And
IRC so I can still see them talk. Is it the first, and the first thing we're going to see in this race is going to be the candleless trip to Magic Container Cave that you can see on 2Gamers' side right now that he's practicing. Is there ever a possibility a runner in a tournament will reset at least once if they don't get the P-bag?
Um, maybe. Might see it. Who knows? It's hard for me to say that.
I mean, I'm sure that in a race situation, it's you get what you get, you move on, you deal with it, and we'll talk about alternative
Yeah,
ways to mitigate the XP loss of not getting that P bag. I guess when we start and such,
yeah,
when we get into it, because
yeah.
it may not be a factor.
Yeah, I expect both players if they don't get the P bag out of Magic Cave. I think they're both gonna go early Trophy Cave because James James usually goes early Trophy Cave even in a run if he's not getting the P bag, and I think jkoper will too, just because he's a little newer and therefore probably a little more reliant on levels in Death Mountain, which I don't think attack 3 is the worst part of Death Mountain. I think it's the lack of refills, because when you have attack 3, you really only want to take one life level, which life 2, and even Magic 2 is a big risk, and you can get boned on EXP by the end of Palace 5 if you get really bad luck. So the lack of refills are, I think, what makes it even worse in attack 3 Death Mountain.
I was in the IRC channel because
you're fine.
Yeah, so I had to exit out. But they are both starting soon. The timer has counted down, and we'll start the timer as soon as we see them move here on screen.
Oh, nice.
Good luck to both.
Nice. Indeed. Are you going to be watching in mute?
I am going to be pulling up James's audio.
Okay. I guess I'll pull up jkoper's then. Very low.
Well, James, I think, is going to do music only. I haven't seen him move yet. I don't know what he's doing.
Oh, they're both in Magic Cave for me.
Are they really? Okay. I'm going to be restarting here, guys, as soon as they're both in Magic Cave for you. I have James, like, just munching on chips here. Let me refresh. Sorry about this. I thought I had them synced.
No P bag for James or jkoper.
No P bag. So as we were talking about early trip to Candle Cave, what happened in jkoper's run yesterday when he was practicing, he did not get the P bag, and forgive me, I am refreshing this for you guys. They are simultaneously going into the Candle Cave as we talk about it. jkoper, it's normal strategy for James to do it. It seems like lately, and it's jkoper did get a P bag in one run and went right to Palace 1 or right to Shield Town. But when he didn't get the P bag, he went right to Trophy Cave. There's 43 experience points, I believe, in this cave, so you can make up a little bit of what you lost.
Yeah, in case anyone doesn't know, what we're referring to for the 50 bag is you have large drops and small drops. Every sixth drop for a small enemy and large enemy. And which you want that 50. You have a 1 in 8 chance of a small drop being a 50 P bag, and a 1.5 chance, or half chance, 50-50 for a red jar, or a 200 P bag on a large enemy. You want the 50 bag in the first Magic Cave on the last kill, because it only makes you only will require 1 P bag in Palace 1 to get away with attack 4. But neither of them got the P bag, so they went for early Trophy Cave to accommodate for the EXP loss, which optimally is only like a 10-second time loss, I think.
Right.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
And it is a cave you are going to afterwards anyway. Earlier strategies, and when I say earlier, probably like 3 years ago or whatever, would people get the P bag out of the P bag spot in the forest, right? Instead?
Yeah, I've seen that as a vibe.
Yeah.
No, race strats for some people, even.
Yeah, but I guess if you go into Trophy Cave anyway,
loss,
you might as well just do something useful. So here's the first manipulation of the enemy spawn in the overworld. They wait on that grass tile, get the enemies to spawn, and then walk around them. What are they going to do after they exit this pass-through cave, the Palace 1?
Oh, they're gonna about like 5 tiles down and then wait for the spawn and then move, and James is gonna go for bubble skip, and he nailed it. jkoper was going for it too. Oh, they both got it. Wow.
Very nice.
This is nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm ahead. It looks like, or maybe my stream is behind. Or
you were saying it right.
Your stream is behind.
Is it? Okay. You were saying it right at the same time as I was seeing it, though.
Okay, never mind.
So you were good. It wasn't too bad. But now they gotta go and run
delay on a
back.
stream. I'm stupid. It's just stream delay. I'm so
It's all
dumb.
right. Now they got to run back over this encounter. It's very
Yep.
important, obviously,
Oh,
to not take an early death here by getting knocked back into the water.
yeah. James gets caught.
Yeah.
jkoper doesn't.
Well, jkoper
Oh,
did
James.
the wait for the
James.
encounter.
Yeah, James moved a little too fast there, but James took another encounter for that. That's rough.
Yeah, still seems like he's not too far behind as they enter one. Definitely still on the same screen, so, you know,
time. Yeah, it's anybody's game.
Yeah. Both around 90, well, 99, 96 experience right here. It's 200 for the first attack level, and they should get that probably by the Doom Rattler, I think, right? Or is that where you get attack 3? No, attack 2 you get probably by the Doom Rattler in the key room in the upper area.
That's usually where you get it if you're not skipping, if you are skipping Stalfos.
Yeah, you got to skip 2 Stalfoses on the way.
Yeah.
To get it. All right, we're going to see probably the only time we're going to see a little bit of a manipulation of enemies in the game. Some bubble skip, not bubble skip, but spawn them to a certain pattern kind of thing going on after we get attack 2 and come back down this elevator. They're going to make their way there now. 411 is the best possibility for these guys. Will anybody ever take 412 out of Palace 1 if they get lucky with pbags?
I'm not sure because I'm not. Yeah, I mean, it might happen, but it depends on how the person feels, I guess, about their leveling and lives. I probably wouldn't do that because just for a refill. Just for Death Mountain refills.
Take that life 2 in Death Mountain.
In case I'm being bad.
Yeah, take that life 2 in Death Mountain on that second screen with the gorilla when you need it. Both players got hit by the walking dogs. I have them called Wosus, but I heard them referred to as something else. The wikis are not that good for Zelda 2.
Both killing getting the Doom Runner kill both of them. Short, like 2 EXP.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned they got hit by those enemies because they drain 10 XP a hit. So.
I only saw jkoper get hit. I missed James get hit too.
And James
just takes another bop. That's bad. Yeah. You can really only take one Tinsu bop, and you don't want to lose 20 XP. That's really reduces your chances for pbag. I mean, attack 4.
So attack 3 is only realistic right now if he gets one of the 2 pbags out of the drops and doesn't get double red yard? Or can he still make out with attack 3?
I'm sorry, say it again.
James, for him to get attack 4, I should say, he's got to get a double pbag drop now because of those experience points lost, right?
Yeah, he should already be at attack 2 right now, but at least he'll get it in right here before the candle room, so he'll save a little time on kills.
We'll see.
Troll bot room.
Yeah, we know about the troll bot rooms from this morning.
It's Troll Mago's rooms. We don't want to talk about
the bots.
We're not here there.
No. So they're in the item room. They'll pick up the candle here. It is 100% all keys for anybody who's in my stream who doesn't normally watch these tournament races and only experiences the randomizer runs that I do or the tournaments I run of that. They have to pick up every item and every key in every palace and all the heart containers and magic containers in the overworld as well.
Close call by jkoper, but he got the candle.
Yeah,
that would have been really bad if he died there. Not as much even for a death loss, but for a time loss as well, because he was at the very end of the candle room.
So we missed the first skip of the shield manipulation because I asked you a pretty long-winded question. But we're going to see jkoper come into this next room here that James just cleared. And what he's going to probably do is he's probably going to jump face first into this brick right here. And what that does... Yeah, explain what that does.
Oh, it just stops his momentum, and then the bubble is just going to bounce off the scroll lock wall, I guess you would call it. And then just that pattern will it won't hit you. And jkoper got a red jar. I'm sorry. I guess James got a
James got a p
P
bag. It
bag.
looks like, yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. So
But
the
he
worst
does
case.
need another one, I think, or does he?
Well, he needs.
I can't think right now.
Well, he needs only 100 XP, and he's got the potential for the orange knuckle.
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does need it. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah.
He does, because this is... Well, no, because Horsehead's 100 XP.
Oh my gosh, he gets lucky, man. Wow.
Well, Horsehead was only 100 XP, so he should have gotten it anyway, correct?
Horsehead is 50 XP.
Oh, it's 50 XP, I'm sorry.
He's 100 in the FDS version now.
Yeah, okay. I'll just claim that's what I was talking about.
And James fighting Horsehead, first boss, pretty easy. Jump and stab at his ears. His hitbox is pretty large. jkoper getting double jarred. That's just sucks.
Yeah.
And an attack 2 Horsehead fight sucks too. It really bad. It is a time loss.
Yeah.
Well, only if you make it, I suppose, but it's a lot more hits.
So James is going to make his way back to the pass-through cave here, northwest cave. I think it's called. Traditionally, jkoper is going to place the gem, be done with Pal. Oh, he's jumping over.
Oh no, yeah,
He's going to run through it.
I kind of thought that as I was saying, he's a little more reliant on attack levels, so he definitely wants it. Can't blame him, but it's gonna put him pretty far behind.
Yeah, and I think that was a Prez J Polk alternate strategy on something I read, that you pass through it twice if you don't get to attack 4, and you lose a couple minutes, but
yeah, I believe he put that in the tournament rules as one of the strats, backup strats.
So James is in Jump Town.
Jump Town.
He'll grab jump.
That. I think it's Rudo.
It is Rudo. We'll
jump spell.
Grab jumps
very high, like a basketball player.
Needs jump to get through the jump cave, as it's referred to get to the other side of the Western Continent, where he'll find Saria, the life spell. Well, first Bagu's note, Saria, the life spell, and be on his way to Death Mountain.
Yep.
So now this is going to be jkoper is going to get way too much XP than he needs here, if I'm not mistaken. So he can possibly grab a life 2 if he wanted to.
Yeah, but he makes the right choice not to.
Yeah.
Risky.
Yeah, and this is the last enemy before Horsehead.
Oh, James getting hit by that red Gria. Jump cave sucks, because those red Grias in a small, tight location can be trolly sometimes.
Now that
sometimes you can get like 3 boomerangs like instantly, and it's just bad.
That Gria he just beat right there. That's where I normally see people taking life 2. And he would have filled up on health there if he passed over it earlier.
Yeah, you skip the first the first level, and then you take life 2 at 100 experience, which is the level up for Magic 2. Now he's trying to get to Bagu. Got 2 encounters so far. He tried to manipulate it, got bad. Manipulate the encounters, got bad. It's not fun.
And he took the encounter right on the tile too.
Yep, Bagu skip.
All right, so that's 3 encounters right there. On his way, we'll see.
His name is Zelda II.
We'll see if jkoper makes up a little bit of time on his walk to Bagu's shack there.
Yep. Casting shield here, good choice. Those trollfish, would have one-shot him.
Ask him why he cast shield, Rez.
That's my saying.
Oh, my bad. So now he's going to make his way into Lifetown. Go back at the mirror. Give the lady the mirror she lost. Get life. And then show Bagu's note at the end of the town to spawn a bridge to cross to the other side and access Death Mountain. jkoper gets jump. Every
Yep.
time somebody gets something, I'm looking to mark something on the tracker so I don't get yelled at. But I think it's as long as I change the pallets as we enter the palaces, we're good right now. So
Yeah.
so James has no magic and like very little life right now. He got into there at like the best of
Yeah.
times.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's how I look when I get to Lifetown sometimes, because the encounters can be trolly, especially if you take a big forest encounter, just like the one he took, because blue moblins and those blue spider guys, they suck.
Yeah. So one of the runs
And
I
then the
watched.
troll bridge is the. Oh, sorry. I was
No,
saying
sorry.
the troll bridge is just the icing on the cake.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you continue.
Oh, thank you. jkoper, I was watching a few practice runs this morning of him. He actually had a race, I believe it was last night or the night before, 100 keys. Not an official race, but just a regular SRL race. He game overed in Death Mountain. So
Yeah, anything can happen.
Yeah.
I saw a simple game over in Valley of Death the other day. Anything can happen in a race.
So jkoper does a strategy there where he backtracks a little bit on the grass and skips the encounter.
Yeah. Okay, jkoper's gonna make up. Oh, that sucks.
He took it.
But he's still gonna make up a lot of time from James, because he took 3 encounters to Bagu.
I think he also,
which is pretty trolly.
I think he also walked less on the swamp tiles.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
Missing James's stream. He's begun Death Mountain. He's going for the hammer at the end of Death Mountain.
So in Death Mountain, you really want to work your magic and life levels up to about like 4, 2, 3, right? Something like that. Do you plan your magic out at any point in time so you refill it, or you just take it as it comes?
I try to just take my life cast before I get the magic level if I got hit, but either way, not so much. Just because the experience requirement is so low.
Yeah, but there are places later on in the game where you'll try to jump over enemies and manipulate your counts and stuff so that you're taking it at certain times, right?
Yeah, and manipulating your drop count to get drops when you want them.
So
James is about to face the first red dire, which are these axe throwing things, and if you play this game as a child, you probably died to these things a lot.
I died to him a lot yesterday.
Exactly. Feels bad, man.
He made short work of them, and that's the attack 4 there, as opposed to if you left Palace 1 at attack 3, would you even have attack 4 at this point in time?
No, you still wouldn't be. You usually attack 3 strats. You'll take 1 life level, and you'll usually get it either at the beginning of Hammer Cave, or I think in the second to last cave if you get the pbag. But if you get the red jar in this room that James is in, then I think you'll usually pick up attack 4 after the first red dire in Hammer Cave.
Okay. Well, there's a pbag. He's going to go back for it.
Yep. He needs it. jkoper is about to enter Death Mountain. And James is just going to get through this room, and then he's going to be in Hammer Cave.
Now, I see people leaving that red jar there. James needed it, but I see people leaving it there just in case Hammer Cave goes bad for him and they need it on the way back.
Oh, yeah. I leave it there sometimes if I don't need it. These Aikman right there, that's what they're called. I'm pretty sure the bats. They hit hard and control.
So he'll go down here. He fights another red dire here, right? Yeah.
Yep.
And then there's
James doing a good job of letting go of his input when he's approaching those red dires, as I was talking about.
Yeah.
If you move towards them and jump while still keeping your input, they will back off from you, and you're gonna get boned.
He's done well fighting every single dire so far.
Yeah, this is a James actually had a really solid death.
Yep.
Picking up the hammer.
Full life. And he's going to get that magic refill
Yeah.
as soon as he grabs the magic jar under Spectacle Rock. And another p-bag to boot.
He's in great shape right now.
So I guess we can hear him stop complaining about the 35 red jars in a row he's gotten. Because he's certainly gotten about 5 200-point p-bags in a row this game.
Oh, yeah.
See how jkoper does it.
Definitely, I guess he did get his bad luck out of the way.
Yeah.
And jkoper making his way through Death Mountain as well. James is leaving. Hammer Cave. Yeah, James
taking a couple hits, but
control. That's what happens. It's annoying.
But he'll grab the magic jar here. Probably cast life too as well. No, I guess you can't because you're frozen in animation. Oh, you got it off.
No, you can cast spells while you're grabbing.
Oh, you can? Okay. Maybe he wasn't queued up because he hit the pause menu after.
Went for the rove skip. I'm sorry, James. Dan's game. That is he tried to what he tried to do there was tried to basically get lucky on spawns and go into the cave that he's in now.
Yeah.
But what you really should do with much safer strat is just to duck into Hammer Cave and then go before the spawn times, duck in the other cave, and then go through the cave.
He broed it out also on a race he had Saturday night, and it worked for him. So I wonder if that gave him a little bit more confidence to do it again than it did to wait. Here's the Red Dyra fight. jkoper.
That's probably why he did it. James is a fan of YOLO strats, as am I.
But he's an excellent fighter of these Dyras too.
Yeah, jkoper in the second Hammer Cave room just killed those stupid jumping. People call them jumping frogs. I think they're called megmats. I think they should be called lab rats because they're just inferior vermin whose existence should only be used for experiments. They're just awful beings.
Yeah, I have megmat on my list here.
James is about to go into Medicine Cave. I think he didn't get the boulder. I didn't think he didn't get the encounter, but he got lucky right there.
Yeah, he made a good time right to it. I
wasn't watching. Oh, yeah.
So, all right. So James coming out of Death Mountain and across the other side of the bridge and through the graveyard and where he is now. There is a 1-up down there in the cemetery, right?
Yeah, down from the graveyard.
At what point
did James skip it?
I believe he did, because I didn't see he got where he is pretty fast.
Right. And what was your question?
My question is, if you've taken a death already, is that when you go get that, or do people take it just so they can death abuse a little bit more later in the game?
It's people use it for safety if race, or like you said, if they crap. What did you say?
No, I asked at what point in time would you want to take that 1-up? When you have a death already, or do you take it for safety, like you said?
For safety or race strats, or that's basically it.
Okay.
I'm just trying to focus on the chat. That's why I'm getting caught up.
Well,
everything you're saying.
James did take the 1-up in the swamp right by Medicine Cave, which is 2 tiles away. So I'm sure both runners I'm sure nobody's really skipping that one.
Yeah,
that's going to go a long way for death abusing in Palace 4. Let's say when you get those keys on the other end of those candle rooms.
Yeah, I mean, if you take an early death, you certainly don't have to get the 1-up if you're confident in your skill. You just would have to take one less death abuse in Magic in Palace 4.
Mm-hmm.
James is about to trade in the medicine he just got for the fairy spell. Wow. Just kidding. He's getting down stabbed.
I do that a lot when I'm in randomizer. I'm like, all right, what spell are we going to get here? Oh, wait, it's down stab. My bad.
Fail.
P-bags are showing up, though. jkoper just got one, and if we look at the levels versus experience right now, jkoper is really one of each p-bag behind, I guess. But
Yeah.
he can grab one on the way in Medicine Cave, certainly, and probably be almost about even if that happens in terms of levels plus experience.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. They're equal in levels in EXP now, but James definitely has an edge right.
And jkoper grabbed the one up.
Yeah. Not ever a bad idea, anyways.
That changes the enemy manipulation, though, thereafter, does it not?
It does.
Okay.
It does. It does screw up the setup, and I don't think anyone's made up a manipulation to compensate for the extra steps.
As we see, he does take 2 encounters on the way to Medicine Cave.
Yeah.
Thereafter, because of it, and James is going to be on his way to Heart Container Cave up here. Pick up the heart and then head straight east for Palace 2.
Yep. Yeah, as I was saying, encounters and a big luck factor that can give an edge in this race.
People consider an encounter on a road tile when you back away and then you take it on the road. That's like a half encounter. People call that, right?
I don't think I've heard that term.
Oh, okay.
I could just
fair enough.
Have not have heard it. You might be right.
Yeah, I think I've heard people refer to that as a half encounter, where it's half as long as a normal encounter to exit, and that's why it's called a half encounter.
Yeah, it's only a 3-second loss. As is a regular encounter, if you don't ever get hit, it's pretty much it's like 5.5 to 6 seconds, I believe.
Okay.
James making his way to P2, having a great swamp walk so far. Actually, like took one hit, got encountered there, but he got the road encounter, so that was good. jkoper leaving Medicine Cave, pretty good swamp walk for him. For James.
And James is now in 2. While jkoper has to go turn in the medicine. jkoper leaving Medicine Cave had more XP than James did leaving Medicine Cave. Despite all of James's p-bags and stuff. So
yeah. This is they're gonna get in a really early attack 5. So that should make Palace 2 a little bit easier, just because of the extra attack level. The red iron knuckles that you're going to start seeing here are 1 hit less with attack 5, and the orange iron knuckles are only 2 hits compared to 3 with attack 4. So, and the doom rattlers are also 2 hits compared to 3 with attack 4. So definitely a huge advantage.
Well, speaking of 2 hits,
the Stalfos are still 2 hits though. I'll stop blabbering. Kids.
Speaking of 2 Doom Rattler hits, James took 2 of them in that as soon as he entered that key room. So he's at half life right now.
Yeah, there's a way to do that room. You can do a really well timed jump over the Doom Rattler's second mace, I think. And you can perfectly make it in, or you could wait till he throws one, or you can hop on the tile, wait, and then jump over it. But didn't go well for him.
No, it didn't. But he got he cast life. Now he
got the key.
Yeah, got his key. Cast life.
He cast fit life, but that's not good because there is a troll room coming up in 2 rooms where he does not have a fairy cast. And you don't have to cast fairy, but it's a much safer strat.
I know typically everybody I've seen leaves this palace at 6-2-3. Would it be that bad to have taken magic there just to refill?
Yes.
It would have been okay.
Yes, never take magic 3 in Palace 2.
Because that messes everything up later on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The refill's pretty necessary in Palace 3. It's my god.
Wow.
James, it's it's unnecessary in Palace 2.
Okay.
The XP is too high, and
Yeah, Palace 3.
A close call in that room by James, but he got through.
That was a toe grab on the ledge, and lucky that bot didn't move just a little bit more. Would have knocked him right in the water. So jkoper's grabbing our container, and he'll be on his way to Palace 2 now. So that is the room where you'd want f.k.a on call, just in case he did get hit. Is that what you're referring to as the troll room?
Yes, it was. Because that bot can bounce. Just one more pixel and boom, you're taking a knockback into the lava.
Yeah. jkoper goes into the p-bag cave there, but probably just to reset the spawn.
I was about to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, very viable strat if things don't work out, duck in that cave just to reset the timer. James, James pick up the glove, but gets the level up glitch, and he's not happy about that. If you get an EXP level up the same time you pick up an item, you'll get some kind of glitch that just happened, and it wastes like 2 seconds. I don't really know what happens, but it wastes time, and that sucks.
I've seen him do that 3 races in a row now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But just a couple seconds. It doesn't soft lock the game. It doesn't glitch out the game for the rest of the run. It's just a little minor inconvenience. Can't afford it sometimes, but could be worse.
Yeah. James getting a nice red jar. jkoper getting through this room. Had a much better time than James did, but didn't really matter for James as he pulled through that troll room, which is kind of all you need magic for this early in the Palace, because you will get the red jar 2 rooms right after that troll lava room.
Right. Ugh. So at this point in time, regarding palaces and stuff, there's a lot of XP out there. You can start forgetting about p-bags, and you can start forgetting about beating every single enemy that gives a decent amount of XP along the way, correct?
Yeah.
Now, you'd want red jars, though.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely comes in. The p-bags do come in handy at some points for sure. And I mean, really just depends on your strategies, leveling, and how you approach things. If you wanted the red jar or the EXP.
Right.
But generally after Palace 2, yeah, the EXP is a lot more lenient, and you're a lot less reliant on crappy RNG to get you EXP.
Have you ever seen someone jump over those blocks that JSR just
James
passed?
Did and fall right into the lava? Yeah, I've done that.
No, jump over successfully from the right to the left.
Oh,
We'll talk about it later.
I don't know if that's possible.
Yeah, somebody who did the Finland 5,000 point guess did it last night, and it was the greatest thing ever.
Oh,
but
it is?
Yeah.
Oh man.
We'll share that later, but we move on. We got a helmet head fight here for James.
jkoper taking the troll room really safely. Blame him. James had a nice horse helmet head fight.
Yeah, pretty good. He's got his levels exactly where he wants them. jkoper's a little bit back, but he's plenty of rooms left for him, so he's going to get right to it.
Yeah.
Getting to a tax 6 is trivial at this point. There's just so much XP. In fact, so much that James skipped over pretty much every enemy in the glove required room on his way.
Oh yeah, James, both of them are so ahead on EXP. jkoper doesn't need to kill a single thing anymore at this point. Honestly, you need 200 EXP after you get level 5 to be good. At the end of Palace 2. Oh, James getting a pretty nice swamp exit. Oh, nice back spawn for James.
Yeah, he had a little trouble with this walk the other day in a race.
Nice, yeah.
He just kept walking.
Just went really well for him.
Yeah. And that's one of the things where, as jkoper picks up the glove now, one of the things that I seem to see with newer runners or not experienced runners, the mistakes they make, I mean, they get called out on it not in fun, in a humorous way, you know, me or you or somebody else, they'll tend not to make that mistake anymore. So James was probably really focused on that walk right there, right here, pausing, and then moving into Palace 3 pretty flawlessly right there.
Yeah.
Goes for the
James
jar.
Tries to go for the iron knuckle. Yeah, or goes for the jar, gets the iron knuckle.
Yeah.
Talking is hard. I apologize.
He's probably got some sort of mental counter about how many non-jars in a row he's had in Palace 3. And he probably just said it out loud right there. But, yeah, I should...
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, sorry about the lack of sound, guys. I had it all queued and ready, and I just... James started talking, so I muted it again. Well, here's the room with the key that we talked about before we went on the air. You go into this room, and you have to pretty much keep moving after you flawlessly go down and get the key, and then you can handle that Doom Knocker pretty easily, correct?
Yeah, he usually... I think he does have the same pattern every time. It's kind of on you to get there in time.
Mm-hmm. So Jaden's going to go for a breath of fresh air here, get the key that's sitting on the ledge, and come back in. Now, when he comes back in and goes down this elevator, you can just pretty much walk right off this platform and avoid any damage at all from the red Stalfos, right?
Yeah, I actually did not know about that until Sven just said that yesterday in the race. That I think he was saying that Bad Breaks discovered that.
And I did see you do it this morning.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah,
it works. All you have to do is walk straight off, get hit. I was like, wow, neato.
And James is going to go for the jump in this room. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I was just going to say, I don't know if I would have cast a jump that earlier because of that red iron knuckle kill, but he did pull it off. That was scary. jkoper at helmet head, and James at the item room getting the raft.
I'm sorry, the what?
Gets the raft.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
That's all right. I couldn't hear you. You broke up a little bit.
James gets off the good jackhammer on the blue iron knuckle. If you continually mash down on your D-pad, you can get inside blue iron knuckle's hitbox pretty easily and just destroy his existence. jkoper completes Palace 2. James getting through this really dangerous room.
See how many counters jkoper takes on the way.
Yeah, he just took one pretty fast, it looked like.
Looks like he's gonna get by these guys. Nope, they got him for the half encounter.
Yep. James about to go for the last key in Palace 3. And what they say is the Minecraft room, I guess. There's a certain way to do this pretty easily, and he'll probably do it. You just break 2, then break right, break the 2 on the right, break 2 more down, break to the left, and you made yourself the stairs that he just made.
Yeah. He needs 400 XP. A little.
Yes, he does.
Before Rebo.
I'm sure he's probably gonna kill. I'm sure he's gonna kill this Doom Knocker, and then hope is.
Well, there you go.
Okay, never mind.
There you go.
I was gonna say he was gonna hope his the last iron knuckle he's about to fight was not a drop and then a possibility of a red jar, but that solves that.
jkoper
just getting in.
Yeah, made his way through Fairy Cave and did a pause on a different spot than James did. James is also
for the blue iron knuckle kill. Don't think he realizes he's good on the XP. You need 500 before Rainbow if you take life 4 here. And since he did take life 4, I think we might be seeing 887 strats.
Yeah, and that is my mistake. I said 400.
Sure will do it too. Oh, well, it's 400 if you take. If you're only life 3, it is 400.
Okay.
But if you take life 4, 500. but both of the runners probably about to do 887 strats. Jkoper does 887, so I'm sure that's what he'll do, what he'll stick to. And I think James will too, because he took the life level.
He's gonna make his way back, takes the encounter on it.
Just gets caught.
His jkoper is going to make his way outside in Palace 3. This is that jump. Cast jump. James did as well. No big deal.
That's what I do too.
Yeah.
That jump sucks.
Grab the key, go back. James coming back through Fairy Cave here. Is there anything to worry about as far as you just got to duck back into King's Tomb and then you make it right back on the road, right?
Yeah. Yeah, only thing that happens is possibility. Well, he just got the frame roll there, where there's not even a counter spawn, but usually you will get this spawn there, and it doesn't matter, but you might get the random walk and take a road encounter, lose 3 seconds, but not a big deal if you're not going for world record. Oh.
I didn't even get on the... I thought he got on the road tile at least.
Yeah,
there.
That was robbery. James takes some bad encounters to Firetown. That place sucks too, because you're not cornered, but I mean right behind you is the ocean, so you can sometimes get the troll spawn that's in the all other 3 possible directions you can go in, and if you don't slink immediately, you will.
He's going to grab the fire spell here and then take the cave north, and then this is where things get a little bit fun with manipulation, and at least one of the parts on the eastern continent where it gets a little bit interesting. He's got to make his way to Maze Island, and then go from Maze Island to Darunia, and then Darunia back to Maze Island, and there's a lot of stuff to set up and a lot of things you need to get a little bit of good luck on, correct?
Oh yeah, this Palace Spores, I mean, the Western continent is... I'm sorry, the Eastern continent, geez. The Eastern continent is where a lot of time losses can start to happen. Bad encounters, deaths in palaces, overworld enemies hit like a truck and you're at low life, and it can be pretty rough.
Yeah.
James about to get through this cave and then go for the puzzle, which is a encounter setup to dodge all these encounters and get to Maze Island and see if it goes well. The first one, blink up one, he's going to move into this desert tile, and
very nice.
Perfect. He's about to pick up a child that's sitting in a cave behind a Lizalfos for God knows what.
Queue up Fairy here and just and again, Fairy on the way down?
Yeah. But then again, how did Garia get a trophy? Who knows?
Participation. They give them out to everybody.
Sure.
We're going to see the Rebo fight for jkoper now.
Yeah. He's probably going to do the setup for the cheese, just like that. He stay on the certain pixel and get it off right. You can just down stab him at the side of the screen. As I said earlier, it's pretty easy to get inside Blue Knuckles hitboxes. And James, his dazzle's coming off pretty well. Oh,
did he go one tile up too far there, or did he just run into it?
Yeah, he could have. He could have. Well, he could have made a left and probably dodged it, but there was also that troll fairy there, so James not happy about that. But at least he gets the first fix and counter skip, so that's good. Oh, jkoper leaving P3, about to go to the Eastern Continent.
Sorry if you said this already, but two tiles in that, 2 encounter tiles right there in that desert that he tried to skip.
Yeah.
And do you skip over both of them both ways, or just the first one?
You go for the first one just because your spawn timer is already pretty much there.
Okay.
You only have to wait another second or two, and then you're not really supposed to go for the second one. I mean, it's kind of a risk of a time loss, but if you do get it first try, I mean, I think you can optimally save like 4, 5, 7 seconds.
It's a pretty safe,
Something
easy
like that.
encounter because it's just jump down, stab over Octoroks, though. You don't have to worry about things
Yeah.
flying at you or jumping in holes, jumping in the water.
Yeah. The one you're not supposed to go to isn't that dangerous because there aren't bubbles. The second one is the one you never want to go through because of the bubbles, and especially going up.
Yeah.
When you're going through it, and jkoper's getting the fire spell. Blah, rant about a useless spell and a lazy lady. Blah blah.
James got upstab, and now he's getting reflect, which is needed to beat Carrick, the boss of Palace 4, coming up in Maze Island.
Yep. A big old jerk in a robe.
I think that is the Franker Z thing you have to spell out for the emote too. Big old jerk in a robe.
Yeah, it's definitely what it is.
There you go. I think that's how you say it. I thought it was enabled in my chat. I probably spelled it wrong. No big deal. We'll work on that for next time.
Oh, you finally got FFC emotes left.
Yeah, of
took
course.
long enough. jkoper going for that razzle. It's going pretty well for him. And could have moved down, but that's not the worst.
James is opting for the second skip.
Being stubborn about it. Yeah. I'm not sure if I missed it. I think he missed it a few times though. He's being a little stubborn about the skip.
jkoper is going to grab the kid here. Has fairy queued up already. How important? It's important because it saves time. But how much time overall do you think it would save you having the right spells queued up at the right times when you need them?
I mean, I don't know. Probably not that much time because, I mean, you have to queue up the spells and menu at some point. But
right. But if you're getting a spell, the menu queues up for you. So he got fire, he queues up fairy, and then...
Yeah, that's the two ways you can really only save time. Menu is if after you place the gem while the music is playing, you can queue up a spell and won't lose time. And then, as you said, when you're getting a spell.
Yeah.
But other than that, anytime you use menus, you're wasting time technically. If it's not required, that is.
James picks up the other item on Maze Island, which is a magic container, and he'll make his way to this one encounter. This is the only encounter you have to take on Maze Island. You can avoid the rest of them by walking around them in different paths and such on your way to Palace 4.
Yeah, walking, taking a long path. And jkoper missing the second encounter skipped, as I was saying, not the one you want to go through. That's an encounter I would be stubborn about getting.
And he also grabbed all 3 1-ups so far. And James, I believe, only got to 2 of them. So if in the event he did get knocked back, it's kind of okay, but still not something you wanted to do. But doing Palace 1 twice, that makes up his mind for him that he can't really sit there and wait all day for a counter skip. He's got to just go.
Yeah.
Wonder how many times you have to miss an encounter skip before it's not saving time anymore.
I think it's about I'm pretty sure it's twice.
Okay.
After the second time, I think you save like 3 seconds. I think after the third, it's either even or slightly negative, but I'm not completely sure on that. Layout change.
Yeah, it's already done. Just delay.
Oh. Right. I need to stop watching your Twitch channel. James going to the first lava. I don't think he'll death abuse here, just because he has the magic. I feel that James will only death abuse if he needs.
Oh, he did.
Okay, I was wrong.
I was going to ask about that because I don't know if I've ever really seen him death abuse, but he might have not have had as many lives as he did at this point to really comfortably lose one.
Yeah, I mean, he did say it was 3 seconds there, but I mean, in a race situation, it's not always the greatest idea, and he did have enough magic at least to get the fairy cast right here. Okay, and he take magic 4. I was right. We're gonna see 887 strats from James, but yeah, he could have ferried. He could have gotten the fairy cast out of that last life, but it's okay.
Well, he'll grab the boots. jkoper is going to take the first encounter. Skip, he gets it. See what he does for the second one.
Fairies the item to save a second and a half on animation.
He did not get the second skip. Looked like he should have.
That was a bit of a troll.
Yeah. But this is what I mean. It seems easy enough. You're just kind of walking down a hill, down stabbing. It doesn't seem like any real danger unless you short jump or something.
Yeah.
And even then, you're just probably taking a little bit of damage instead of dying.
Yeah, and the Octoroks are always the same pattern. It's really easy to kill them all over there.
Second key room here for James.
Yeah.
And he's going to jump it back.
Oh, he's not going to death abuse here.
And this is an opposite situation. He didn't have the life. He didn't have the magic. And he took the death there.
That was not fortunate for him.
I wonder if he got the jar in the first one, if he was going to death abuse. Because
he got the red IK.
No, I know, but what if he did get the jar, is what I mean. Would he have death abused? Because it seemed like he...
Not, because I mean, logically, he wouldn't have gone for it in the first place. But as I said before, I probably would have gotten at least a fairy cast.
Yeah.
Fairing the item cast out of that life, because he only lost 2 bars of magic on that single jump cast. Or maybe... No, I think he didn't even use jump there.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if he even had, like, a bar and a half used at that time. He's at magic 4, so jump costs 32. So that is 2 bars.
I mean...
But
yeah,
that's why I thought it was odd, because if he did get the jar and then didn't win death abuse, it looked like he had enough magic to do the same, even if he didn't get the jar.
Yeah, he could have managed his magic there a little better, but it's a race situation. It's not easy to think on your feet in those kind of situations. So I can't say I would have always done the right thing.
And he could be thinking he's behind right now. So he may think...
John, I was referring to when he death abused with
the first
magic,
one.
with all that magic. He could have gotten the fairy cast out of the magic he had, and then gotten the death abuse after. But he did death abuse with all the magic. But they're both in Palace 4 now. They're actually really not that far behind, and the rest of the game can get pretty trolly in the palaces and RNG, so this is actually anyone's game, I think.
Right, and the one thing we have not seen yet so far, I guess we did on James's behalf right there, but we saw a death for the first time during the run of play, and not something that James did just prior to that. We're talking about that just take the death abuse. Those deaths you'll lose maybe a full room of a lead. If you or go behind at least the full room by the time the death animation, the respawn, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Nope, he's going to death abuse again there. I didn't see what his magic was at. I would just assume it was pretty low.
Yeah, after that room, it should have been pretty low. Somebody texting me, but
share it with all of us and read it like they would read it to you if they were talking to you IRL.
Nah.
jkoper gets the boots. JSR is now on his way.
But yeah, usually you have to death abuse there, because you usually end up short on magic.
Yeah.
Because you need 2 jump casts. You don't need the second jump cast on the last lava room, but it really helps for those troll dog heads.
So Gooba's 500, so he's got to get to 1,000 XP, correct? And there's well, forget about that. Every time we mention it, he gets a p-bag. So.
Well,
Carrick. I'm sorry, Carrick, not Goma. His Carrick's 300.
Yeah, Oh, that sucks for jkoper. 8. I guess you got an 8 input, but yeah, Carrick gives 300.
He's gonna be short
EXP.
here.
There's your 1 EXP rep, by the way.
Life 5 is it's 800. My bad. I was looking at 15. I was looking at 1500 on my thing. It's 1500's life 6. That's my bad. That's what happens when you put the post-it note on your desk, like way to the side, and it's a little bit crooked.
Yeah, decent Carrick fight.
Where does the 1 XP come from?
I don't know, the gods.
Is it really? It really is just 301 XP, huh?
Yeah, and Rebo as well.
Wow.
James is about to enter Palace 5.
Yeah, so one of the things here on the walk to Palace 5 is there's a heart container on the way, but now people are skipping it because it sets up that river dance or river walk or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
A little bit better.
Yeah. Yeah, it sets that up because tiles spawn, there's timed spawns and then tile spawns. So you just have to do one little move to get the timed encounter, and I think the encounter you get when you get to the river devil is the timed. It's not the tile spawn. I might be wrong though. Oh, James is going for eco key, and he does not get it.
So explain eco key, since we saw an attempt there and he didn't get it.
Oh boy, eco key is like it's basically a trick where you just take a damage boost from that bubble right there, and you get boosted up onto that tile. What you have to do is you have to stop at a certain point on the screen. It doesn't have to be so exact where you stop, but you just have to get it to within a pretty good window. You want the scroll lock wall, I guess you would call it, to make the bubble bounce back. And then, like, as soon as the bubble hits the back wall is, I think, when you want to jump, and then turn around in the jump, and if you're pretty much perfect, you'll get the damage boost up there and don't have to go back for the key. I don't know if that was a good explanation.
No, that was a good explanation. Yeah, no, I mean, it's essentially a damage boost to you just cast jump instead of fairy, and you can damage boost your way up there.
The big repercussion of not nailing eco key is you won't have the magic for jump cast in this room. Yeah, and that's what happens. Oh,
so as we were talking about, jkoper took a death. Took a lot of damage from Wizrobes, and then took a death in the room after. So that's 2 deaths for him. This palace. Did he not suicide?
I don't think he's taken any death abuses. Yeah, this is the troll doghead room where jump is extremely useful.
Yeah, just jump over everything, get the key, jump back the other way, and get the jar. That's good.
He gets that jar that I think he needed, although I might be wrong because that magic 48 magic to cast reflect, which is 3 bars.
Yeah.
I can't remember what he had before the jar.
I don't know either. I looked up for the delay, but I don't have the delay open on my my monitor right now.
Yeah. He's facing these that I had a great time with today, and these guys just can spawn anywhere, anytime, and just throw fireballs at you, and they hit like a truck. When you're this low life, and it just sucks.
And it's a little bit easier in a room like James is in right now, but when you get into a room where it has low clearance like this, and they do it at the edge,
close encounter ones.
Yeah. They do it at the edge as you're trying to jump, down stab over them, and then, you hit the block.
Yeah, at least he's not being stupid like me and trying to jackhammer them, but then canceling his momentum with bad inputs and then just getting hit and then raging.
Oh, I can almost feel like I've seen that happen before.
Oh yeah, really? Maybe recently.
There goes Carrick for jkoper. Grabs the key, plays the gem, be on his way.
Yep.
This is the room, I think. This is the V. Resner Mago room.
I think it got to the point today where I think I was casting shield in every single room after I got the flute.
Ask me why I cast shield. You like a Herbalife salesperson with a big button. Ask me why I cast shield. And just like walking around the mall. But here's jkoper. He's not going to go for the heart either, I believe, because when I watched him earlier, he is. He's going for the heart.
Yeah, it's a good safety strat. I did it for a long time. It's not bad. And River Dance can still troll, and it can still troll you. It's trolled me plenty of times, so it's definitely not a bad strat, but it's just people only get it just because of the very good setup it gives for River Dance. And James just gets the flute, which is for the river, for passing the river demon, which is what we're talking about with the river skip, to fix one of the first fixed encounters that you have to face to get to the other end of the continent. And the flute that he just got will make him go bye-bye.
What's the preferred path here after 5? Because I remember in the race on Saturday, James got in a little bit of a trouble because he took Magic 5 or something. I forget what he took that really messed him up later on. He couldn't get to 886 or anything.
Oh yes, I think I saw that run. I think he might have taken Life 5 and maybe not gotten away with the XP. Because if you take Life 5, like these guys are doing Palace 5, you need a couple Mago kills, because these are 887 strats.
I think when you did it earlier, when I was watching you were 866 after this Palace, but you got a couple Mago kills, yeah.
Yeah, I was getting a lot of Mago kills and getting killed by all of them. You can take Life 5 here and still go 886 if you need the refill and I guess extra defense, but you need to make sure you get the EXP. I'll only get it if I'm early in the Palace and I've already gotten 2 Mago kills or something like that. But James gets a really nice red jar here. He just grabbed the last key. jkoper about to grab.
And that is the last key. Officially the last key. That's you get the ones in the Rebo fights, but that is the last key.
Yeah, you're actually right.
Yeah.
Good point. I didn't even think of that. James is about to go to fight Guma.
Well, Guma and Barba also
fat
get a key,
douche.
but I think I might have that emote working. I got some douche emote working. I don't remember.
Yeah, and here we see a gigantic fat douche with a mace, and he hits really hard. And James,
wow!
Holy crap!
Wow, James!
Wow! What the?
I'd be yelling "clip that" at my chat right now if I did that.
I did not see that coming from him. I gotta be honest. Great fight by him.
Well, we've watched him plenty of times, and I don't think I've ever seen him tackle Guma like that.
No, me neither. That literally came out of nowhere. I've never seen him have a Guma like that. He actually has rather slow ones.
I think he's the one that originally linked me to Eunice's fight with Guma, as he picks up this heart container. Actually, let's talk about this setup here. Why don't you take us through this and what he has to do?
Oh, okay. So right now, what he's about to is leave this tile right here, and then he's gonna take one extra step in the water, which is about to be takes that extra step and then goes back and then down, and now he's about to just take one step down to the desert to get that I think that's the time spawn. Okay, I'll be honest. I don't know really what happened there, how he got it wrong.
But he did it, and he got the
I
skip
don't know
on
where
the first.
yeah, I don't know where that troll fairy spawn came from, but he got the dance, and that's what's important.
Yeah, so now he skipped one of these fence encounters, so it's one less thing he has to deal with chip damage and avoiding all the things.
Yeah.
I've seen people do that river dance where they hit not the desert, but they hit the grass tile. But maybe I've seen it the wrong way as well. But that's what I remember, the grass tile. But I remember people going west a little bit more and then going straight down as opposed to going down immediately like James just did. But it was very nice. It works.
Yeah. Yeah, there's other setups to get it. You can duck in experience bag cave that's right next to it, but it will spawn the time spawn in one tile too early. But you can still get it.
And it gets the back spawn there as well.
Yeah. Great walk to Hidden Town. He's about to break down an entire forest tile with a single hand.
So you do it with a hammer, not with a flute.
Yeah, and then he's going to find an entire town inside of it. And then he's going to find a man inside of a chimney. And then he's going to use the spell he gets from him to spawn a big boner tower. And yeah, New Kasuto is pretty weird.
So we're saying this game's not realistic.
And I'll see it. And you have a strange lady right there that will only help you if you have 7 magic containers. And if you do, she'll lead you into your home unguarded, and you know what happens after that.
Yes. We all know what happens. So you skip the lady first because she gives you a magic jar, and that's going to refill all your magic when you're leaving the town. So when you cast, you're going to use magic when you cast spell. You don't have to keep going back and forth to the medicine lady.
Yeah. Yeah, right here he's see if you can either not ferry through the fixed encounters, the fence encounters that he did, and save your magic, or you can just use it and then get a refill here. But generally you want to have full magic coming into this town because you can cast the spell, and then you can ferry this magic key that you're about to get.
Yeah, so you only needed 40.
You can ferry also the magic container.
Oh, you can ferry the magic container. That's what he's missing here.
Yeah, if you come in here with full magic, you can also you'll have perfect magic to also get the fairy cast and then ferry the magic container. Jkoper's getting the last key in Palace 5. Not terribly far behind at all, honestly.
Any big setup when you're leaving New Kasuto here?
I'm not I don't know if there is a proper setup. I really don't want to say yes or no, but it's either way it's really sucks because there's not much you can do because it's such a tight and close space. So either way, even if there is a setup, you have to slink really fast in a closed area. So probably gonna take a few encounters here, James. See how Jkoper's fat douche fight goes. Casting jump is a good strat. I used to do it a lot.
Walk in, stab, jump back out, walk in, stab, in between mace swings. Very safe.
Yep, exactly. Yep. Nice. Nicely done. Fire strats by James. Just almost missed that. Oh, he gets some good spawns. Oh, another good spawn, and he's not happy about what he just did, but that's alright. He might be able to make it to grassed desert tile. Yeah, he doesn't get trolled like he didn't.
And that is the last overworld item in the game, I believe. The only other item is the cross in Palace 6.
Yep.
That he's going to use the horn right now to unveil. And then go right in there.
Jkoper is going for the duck in the p-bag cave strat, but he gets encounter a little early. Oh, that's such a troll.
Yeah. Gets him there. He's going to ferry across.
Yep. James making his way through Palace 6. Jumps over the hole. Can make that jump without jump, but it's very, very difficult. Not insane difficult, I should say, but it's not recommended.
No, you don't want to do it because if you're casting jump and doing everything right thereafter with your magic and your spell management,
yeah,
you're fine. Just cast jump. Don't fall.
Yeah, you should be able to come out with enough magic to finish this palace usually, and you also have a couple chances on a red jar. One of them being this room. And you kind of have 2 chances for it because you can get it on the way there or back. You didn't even go for it though. That last statue there is a possibility of a red jar or an iron knuckle.
Here's the item room Rebo fight.
Yep. I messed it up a little bit, but jkoper making his way through that cave. It's called. It's a hidden town.
Alright, so now James is making his way back from this Rebo fight. See if he grabs the... He cast jump, but he didn't jump to see if he can get that jar. That was the jar, right? Right there?
Crap, I actually didn't see
the Canadian hole room has a jar in the last statue.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, he had jump. He cast jump, but he never even swung at the statue. He just cast it to jump back over the hole.
Oh, wow. He didn't go for it either time.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
He's going to make his way back way to the left here and drop down that initial room where we were talking about casting jump and not wanting to fall, which is right here. He'll fall down twice and have to... Well, no, this is not the fairy. He'll just fall down twice.
Yeah.
He's going left here to fight this Iron Knuckle and grab the P-bag. Any reason why he would do that? Is he short XP?
Oh, I didn't even miss. James kind of screwed up his leveling in a way. Or, I mean, it could have been intentional, but I don't think so. Usually on 887 strats, you would have wanted to take Magic 6 and Life 7. He reversed the 2. And he's gonna need some EXP to make up for it. Even when you're going 887, you need not a lot of 50 kills.
Yeah,
but you need a bunch of kills in Palace 6 to get 887. So I don't know. Your call is as good as mine. Now I'm honestly confused.
Well, he's got to cast Fairy twice. Once in this room, and then he's got to cast it again in the when he falls down. He's got to not get hit by a bubble.
Yeah, and then he's not gonna have enough for a jump cast for Barba fight. Oh, 878, yeah, loud go. He could be going for 878 strats. Didn't even think of that.
Here's a second Barba fight, Rebo fight. Now there is a 1-up on the other side of this room. Into the next room on the other side of that room. There is a 1-up that you have to make a nice little jump off of a collapsible bridge to go get. Blue Iron Knuckle and 2 fast bubbles. That's going to wreak havoc with his fairy.
Yeah, it's a trap, that 1-up. It really is.
Yeah. If he gets, he most likely going to get hit by a bubble, not been able to cast fairy here.
Yeah.
Doing it.
Oh, wow, what a walk for jkoper. What? I only saw the last of that.
Yeah, he just went the whole way.
That was insane. Did he get encounterless from the cave?
I don't know. I believe he did. But somebody correct us.
Oh, James didn't get the... Whoa, James did have enough for magic?
James casts his spells early there before the music hits. and therefore doesn't make his way. He doesn't keep the screen scrolling.
No, I just thought I just thought he wouldn't even have enough for jump. But
Right.
I was wrong.
Well, he's got Magic 7 now. It's 12, as opposed to 16. So
True. Yeah, I'm too used to thinking 886 strats, but he takes care of Barb pretty easily. But there's some manipulation. If you keep walking directly into the boss room, not stopping, he'll always spawn on the third lava pit all the way to the right. Yeah, James goes 878. Well, wasn't expecting him to do that leveling, but hey, he did it.
Well, now he's going to get the last of the spells, the Thunder spell. This is required to fight Thunderbird. Cast it,
Thunderbird.
You reveal his face, and then you can stab it. So.
Yeah. Now, Stack brings up a good point. Maybe during the Thunderbird fight, we can bring up my picture of that Thunderbird I have.
Yeah. We have to get that on the screen at the end. I'll put it over whoever's done first.
Yeah, let me send it. Let me send it to you over Discord. Okay. Should be able to send those.
I can right-click it on your profile and save as.
I think I have.
Oh, you got a bigger version?
I think I took it out of my...
I
took it out of my
jkoper just cut that horse in half. If anybody saw that. Rebo's horse was just cut in half. It was funny. It was like, those costumes where two people wear a horse costume, one's the back legs, one's the front legs? It was just a dude with the front legs. It was pretty funny. Alright, so James right here he's going to enter the Valley of Death, and there is a possibility of despawning this red jar. He gets the skip across that tile, and then the jar will be there. But what makes that jar disappear?
I think it's still unknown to this day why that exactly. If correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I still don't think there's a discovered reason why he spawns. Actually, I think someone was saying last race it has something to do with like overwriting memory or something. I don't know.
I heard it had it's something that can happen if you take multiple encounters that don't get the skip or something like that, but stuff like that. But I've seen people miss the skip, take the encounter, and then try for the skip again, and it's still been there. So
no, I meant like I know. Hard to explain what I meant.
No, I think I
shut up. I just don't know the true reasoning of why exactly the game does that is kind of what I was referring to.
Yeah, it does it because of a certain reason, not because of
that
technical reason. jkoper gets knocked into that lava in the room you said that you really want to cast jump on to get over those Raws.
Yeah.
So I think James is in the second to last cave before the Great Palace. Nope, that was it. The last cave. So
yeah.
There we go. So I have a long-winded speech about Great Palace, about rooms and Thunderbird and paths not taken and stuff like that. But this is the regular game, so I can't even give that speech. What you want to do normally here is I've seen people use fairy straight up. James does not have the magic for it. Get over that spicy chicken, but he had no problem there. Jump over that hole in the ground.
Yeah, I'll usually fairy over a spicy chicken if I can afford it, especially on the top when they're on the step tiles. They can be really trolly there when you have to take the step up. Shared memory value bug up. Yeah, that's what I meant.
I'll have to read that.
The true the game's reason why it did it, not what you did, I guess. Ouch. Spicy chickens.
Yeah, he has enough for a shield. I believe he might.
Yeah.
You know what? He might be just a little bit shy. I don't know where that bar is in relation to like the full bar.
Yeah, he could. He could be.
Cost 16.
Too short.
The only thing he can cast at this point would be fire or shield. So.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, fire or jump.
Jkoper.
Well, he saved the shield for this one. Yeah, there's jkoper with the Barba fight.
Yeah, that was a good idea. Save shield cast. I try to save one there too, just in case you get the spawn where he just jumps right on top of you, and then he's gonna have a spicy chicken right here.
Oh, that the room he cast in, that was the room with the
Careful.
bad spawn where you can just walk right out of that corridor and he's right on top of you.
Yeah, and then he just jumps right into you.
Yeah.
James took the spicy chicken early. I mean, slowly, but did a good job of not dying there. He probably would have gotten one shot. Well, maybe not at life fate. I should retract that. Might not have.
This guy jump over this blue Fokker here.
Yeah.
Cast high, don't get his sword beams thrown at you. Try to avoid as many as possible. Try to get up over this.
Oh, that was a sick damage boost by the f.k.a. That was.
Whenever I get that
well
damage
played.
boost, he's right behind me though. so I'm like trapped in there with him, but very well done.
Yeah, that was a sick damage boost into there.
Yeah. I was all set to
Help
ask
him out
when we
there.
get to this fairy room if anybody would take the opportunity to get the one up, but plenty of lives still to go.
Ouch. I think James only has 2 lives, but if he can make it to the death abuse right before Thunderbird, I think he'll go for it.
Now I'm gonna grab the fairy. He's just gonna go keep moving.
Yeah, I would too, because
Yeah.
I have enough for the. He had enough for the fairy cap. Do the same thing, fairy right over that chicken. And he's gonna death abuse. He's gonna fall into the lava right after he drops in this room.
You think it, now?
Oh, Jake.
Yeah. Okay.
Cobra doesn't get the first VODs value death skip. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, and they were all stacked up
Moas
there.
suck.
Those Moas all
Yep.
stacked up, man. I know you like that.
Oh yeah. Shouldn't have gotten the despawn jar though. And jkoper. I mean, James is about to fight Thunder.
So why death abuse there? Because I guess it's guaranteed levels at that point, guaranteed refill, instead of just falling and
Yeah.
hoping for the red jar and then just playing the game of leave the
Yeah.
zone, come back in. Okay,
Yeah, that's
I mean, it makes sense.
if you're
It's a
relying on
race.
if you're relying on magic jars there, it's not a good situation. You
Yeah.
never want. Oh, that sucks for jkoper. Doing spell list strats. I'm not sure if he knows the use of spell cat. I mean, he has to. I'm sure he's watched. And he runs it.
Thunderbird down. We're on to Darklink.
I just realized James is about to have an insane.
Yeah, I'm watching. I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to be the baseball announcer to mention the no hitter. But
I literally just didn't even notice until I looked at his time, and I know his PB's like another minute.
yeah, I think he's past PB now, but still.
Nice time.
He's done.
GG.
Very
Well
well
done,
played,
James.
man. You got. I'll wait for the GGs before I post the time, just in case it's a little bit behind.
Yeah.
But he gets up.
Good idea.
He's dancing. I think he walks away.
Yep. James is happy. He's not in his chair. Yeah, it was really well done by him. Really well played.
I think he went to get a drink, a celebratory drink.
Oh yeah, yeah, P beer hype. Yep, that's PB for 2Gamers1Nerd there by 23:31.
Is it?
You get 20. That was over a minute and a half PB.
Oh, because it says plus 9 seconds. I guess that's on the segment then, not on the whole thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
okay. Oh no, that's those are comparing to golds, I think. Or, I don't even know.
I thought that was the whole hype thing that he does when it's under. He knows he's on under pace. My bad. I don't know how certain people set up splits different ways.
I think the golds is hype, and then the segment to the left of all his times are his live segments. But great job by James.
Oh, left is plus minus. Thank you, Justin. Yeah, so minute and 26.
jkoper making his way to Great Palace.
Let's see if we can get James on. I've asked him in his channel. I don't know if he's... Oh, there he is now. PB Hype.
Hey, what's going on?
PB Hype.
Can I get one
what's
from
up, James?
Can I get a PB Hype?
What's going on, man? Hype. Great run.
Oh, man. And you know, the funny thing is, I had such a rough start. This is my first tournament race I've ever had, so I was really nervous. And got really lucky in Palace 1 because I took 2 pops from the suit, so I knew I wasn't going to get attacked unless I got both of the pbags. And considering my luck lately, I'll take it. But other than some bad encounter luck...
We were just saying that.
Yeah, other than some bad encounter luck in the Dazzle and Maze Walk, I'm very happy with that run. I had some lucky moments, but this PB doesn't count because I didn't Nico key, so it's all good.
What did you change?
Guys doing?
What did you? We're doing pretty well, man. It's a good race.
Yeah, doing great.
Yeah, your Guma fight though. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
I was practicing that pretty tough after I saw Error kill it, Zelda relay race on Saturday, and believe it or not, I hadn't even done it that good in practice, man. That was the best Guma fight I've ever had.
Yeah, I didn't expect that either. I even said your Guma fight is actually a little on the slower side, honestly, and then pulled that out of your ass, and I was like, okay, let me shut my mouth.
I had practiced that tough, man. That was one of the battles I practiced really hard after I saw Error, and then I found out. I think it was actually you, Rez, that told me you could get in his hitbox and just mash down. And
yeah.
And I finally pulled that off, man. It felt good. That was what.
Yeah, that was great. That was really well done.
But I hope everybody enjoyed it, and I just want to thank both my opponent, jkoper, for a race. I see he's about to finish, and also J-Poke for putting on the tournament, and all the guys that are in it. And feels good to start off on the right foot. I was very nervous. And, it's funny because now I feel by the end of the second Palace, really, I started feeling very comfortable.
Yeah. I
hope I can just play better the next time. I think I can do better than that.
What do you think you could do? Because, I mean, listen, PB and all that, you mentioned you can do better. What do you think you can pull that off?
A lot of encounter mess ups. I'm still killing way too many enemies. And I got lucky on leveling a couple times. I also got lucky in Palace 4 because I think I took Light 4 and I shouldn't have. Or Life 5 or something like that. I can't remember. I'd have to watch the run again, but kind of a blur. But there was a point where I took a life level up that I probably shouldn't have. And as soon as I did it, I was like, if I don't get a P-bag, I'm in trouble. And I got a P-bag, so I got lucky on that too. So there's stuff. I'm going to watch the runs back and try to see what I did wrong. And because my next opponent is no joke. So I definitely need to be on top of my game to have any sort of chance.
I believe that one of us commentating said that your P-bag luck has been so good this race that one has to stop counting how many red jars in a row he gets for at least the next couple months.
Yeah, I can't complain about red jars anymore, man. That was the best p-bag luck I've ever had in a run. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
you were talking about in streams. Oh, sorry.
No, it's all good.
I was just saying you were talking about in streams how you're trying to get all the bad luck out of the way, and I think you did, because that was insane.
I think I did.
Luck.
I really hope that good luck continues. And whatever I ate for dinner tonight, I'm going to eat it the exact same. I'm going to sleep in the same position. I won't wear the same underwear, though. That's crossing the line.
Well, you got to do everything the same. The hat backwards a little bit to the side. You got to put the glasses on, do the hand waving pose beforehand. You got to do all that.
Oh man, this is a lot of fun.
I
can't wait for the next race, and I also hope I get the opportunity to call a game. I think it'd be a lot of fun to sit in your guys' seat and watch a race and just be able to enjoy these great runners. Man, this is amazing to be a part of this, and glad to be here, man. It's awesome.
Best seat in the house right now.
Yeah,
but thank you both for commentary for calling the. I can't wait to watch it. And here goes jkoper about to finish strong. So I'll let you guys get back to your job. But thanks everyone for watching, and enjoy the rest of his run. And come hang out with us sometime.
All right, man.
All
Gamers1Nerd.
right.
That's
Awesome.
2Gamers.
Sorry.
No problem. Thank you.
Good job on that race, mate. G.
Thanks, man.
Congrats on the PB, bro.
Thank you, PB Hype.
PB hype. I don't even know my own commands, but follow both of the runners as jkoper fights Thunderbird here. He's known as JSR, but he is 2Gamers1Nerd, and jkoper is jkoper. Follow them both. Thunderbird is down here.
Killing. Yeah, doing the pendulum to kill him.
So jkoper's trip, unfortunate p-bag luck in Palace 1, really cost him a shot at winning this race. You can see he's going to finish up about probably plus 145 over whatever timer he's looking at, but he's been pretty consistent with that plus all the way down his splits.
Yeah, and he's even had some gold splits. You know, he's definitely was a rough start for him. It's definitely not the type of run he wanted in a race as a newer, but he handled it well, I think, and he did pretty well in the race in general, and he's getting better, more consistent. So, you know, he's doing really well. Good for him.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's progressing well in keys category, and he finished. Good game. Good job.
Yeah, that was a 90-minute right there, and that's with the doing the Palace 1 twice. Which is not bad at all. I mean, considering.
No.
What alternative ways would have there been when just go race situation or whatever, just go for it if you have 3, attack 3?
It depends. Yeah, you can either go for it, skip the palace, or skip the gym like he did, or maybe if you're only short some EXP, you could in theory go back and kill one of the bubbles, which will take insanely long time, but 50 EXP and still less time than going through Palace 1 all over again.
See if we can get jkoper in. See if he wants to come in. That's the one thing when I was doing a little bit of research, doing a little bit of brush up here, to learn where like the leveling happens, what palaces, what you want to go in and out on and stuff like that. The one thing I've always been tripped up on is what if you're not 3-1-1 after 1, and where do you make it up? And then one of the things was, well, you don't get that p-bag in Magic Container Cave, well, just do Trophy Cave, get 40 XP there. There's that p-bag right next to that, like right near the Trophy Cave, stuff like that. But I guess it really, like, before Death Mountain, there's not a lot of ways to make that up unless you repeat Palace 1.
Yeah, basically, pretty much.
Yeah, after Death Mountain, though, once you start getting into palaces 2 and you start skipping all those enemies in the block room, or I'm sorry, the glove block room, Palace 3, and then on.
Yeah.
Like, you can definitely get back to the right path after that, but stuff like that. So I put out the request for jkoper. I don't know if he may not be looking at IRC anymore. So what do we have coming up here on the schedule? Let's take a look. Give him a little bit of time to see that and see if he wants to join us. Tomorrow we have Breasticle BT against Ray Lewis. EA Ray Lewis,
nice.
If you want to follow him. It's that's at
Nice.
8:30 p.m.
Jkoper.
What's that? Oh, he's on? Oh, hey, Jay.
Oh,
Koper, how you doing?
All right, how are you guys?
Good. So take us through that seed there. No, not the seed, but the I'm sorry, the run.
It kind of was a seed. It's an RNG seed.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah, you got trolled badly on P1.
Right.
It was unfortunate. Jar luck.
Right.
Believe it or not, JSR actually took 2 Tinsu bops, and you can only take one, and he got both EXP bags, so he came out with attack 4. So
Oh man.
there was definitely a luck lopside there. So
Yeah.
too bad.
Oh well. What can you do? I mean that's the nature of this race.
Oh yeah, that's Zelda. And
It would be. It would be nice if it was a little different. It's kind of like racing Zelda 1 and having manhandle at the end of the first level, because then, you can die there or whatever.
It just sucks how it's. I'm sorry. I just want saying it just sucks how much luck you need so early on. But continue.
Yeah. So I've done like 1 or 2 runs at 312, and I can make it, but it feels slower. So I was obviously losing time. So I just felt like playing it safe was the right thing to do.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
after that, especially the first half of the run, I feel like I played really well.
You did.
Like I got gold splits on half of my first 6 splits, so that's something.
Oh yeah.
And then I had a dumb death in P4 and one in P6 too, and there are places where it's not terrible to die necessarily. Just the way that I died in the middle of the room is a little frustrating, but
Right.
Whatever. Worked out okay. Then a little bumpy at the end, and I got the safeties for some reason, but that
Yeah, there's never such thing as too safe in a race. So you played it well, and you handled the crappy RNG early on pretty well. And congrats on the gold splits. I did see that.
Yeah,
You're definitely progressing pretty well in all keys.
Yeah, but I mean, right now my sum of best is 123.37. So that's higher than the time that he got in this race. So, I didn't have much hope of beating him.
Yeah, it is what it. What can you do there? I had to go against Jay, and what can you do there?
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
Well, coming out of 1 to the end, like you're talking about with all the gold splits and everything, it was very, very well done. You made up a lot of time compared to your prior splits. I'm assuming because of the gold, but your encounters, some of your encounters were pretty good when you counter skips or just avoiding overworld encounters in general, especially going to the heart container after wherever that was, Palace 4. New Kasuto. Yeah, New Kasuto. That was very good.
Oh yeah, that walk.
Well, I mean, I got lucky. That's all it is. So.
Hey, you got crappy luck early on, so it's out. You deserved it.
Yeah. the thing about it though is that I like not getting any encounters there made me a little shorter on experience, I think. So I killed the blue iron knuckle in Palace 6.
Yeah, that is true. Those Lazal useful when I do 887 strats. I do pick up those Lazalfos kills as well, and when I get encounters, because yeah, you need kills for 887 and B6.
Yeah, but whatever. I'm looking forward to getting an actual PB sometime. It's not gonna happen in this race, I guess.
It's coming soon. I've been watching a few of your races last few days. Hopefully it comes tomorrow for you. You have a race tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern time against John Wayne. Actually, yeah, John Wayne. That's on Scorpion Max's channel, Scorpion__Max, and Rep will be joining him on commentary. So good luck on that race.
Yeah, I mean I have even less chance in that race, but yeah, I'll be happy to do my best. So
yeah, just do your best.
Yeah, we'll be rooting you on, man.
Yeah, I don't know why JSR didn't come in the thing, but
he did. We talked already.
Oh, you already talked.
Yeah, and he's
the fact that he finished before I even got to Great Palace means he had plenty of time, I guess.
He's celebrating right now with a cold one, and he was a little bit amped up prior to the race. He wanted to get his feet wet. It was his first ever tournament race, so he was chomping at the bit, little butterflies in the stomach. So
yeah,
but yeah, best of luck, jkoper, and we'll be rooting you on from the sidelines here.
Yeah, well done, man.
All right, thanks, guys.
No problem.
I'll talk to you later.
Okay, you got it. All right, so
take it easy.
What's that? I'm sorry. Oh, you said take it easy. All right. No, I thought you were talking to me.
Yeah.
All right. So tomorrow on the docket, we mentioned the jkoper versus John Wayne race at 10 p.m. Scorpion Max's channel, Scorpion__Max, with Rep doing commentary as well. But prior to that, at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, BT Bresticle versus EA Ray Lewis Ray, and that one is currently not being restreamed, but somebody will pick it up. Make sure you check out the official tournament page, which I will post right now. It is this. You'll see it before I say it. And then make sure to follow today's runners.
Nice.
And make sure to follow V. Resner. And I have no idea what I did, if I did commentary or commentators. I probably did commentators, but I probably spelt it wrong, and that's why... This is professional right here. There we go. All right. Well, whatever it is, it's V. Resner, and you can follow him. And then,
there you go.
And thanks a lot, Mr. Resner, for joining me and giving me a little bit of an education on 100% old keys.
Oh, no problem, man. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. It was more fun than I thought it'd be.
Yeah,
I was a little nervous starting.
It's a real good time. I was more nervous doing this one than I was my first randomizer race because of the lack of runs I've had on 100% old keys. But you were there. You're my crutch. I needed you, and you were there for me. So thank you very much. And we'll be doing them more as the tournament rolls on as well.
Oh yeah, I could definitely do some more Angry Larry V. Resner commentary.
Absolutely, the Angry Resner team. But,
yeah.
All right. Thanks a lot, guys.
That's a good comp.
Yeah, absolutely. And thanks a lot again. We'll be seeing you guys next time. Take care.